From the Opupco Studios in Oklahoma City, this is a Hudiburg Fantasy Football Update with Mike Baldwin. I'm Jenny Carlson. We're brought to you by Hudiburg. You can go to Hudiburg.com and buy your next new car during the NFL action. All right, Mike, we are in the home stretch for fantasy owners, probably about 2/3 of the way through the season. We got to talk about our winner chicken dinner. Who are the guys at some positions that have really done well this year? Let's start with quarterback.
Well, this is one of those more pats on the back. We talk so much about going into auctions or drafts, go get this guy, go get that guy, and then you get somebody, he wasn't as good, or oh, he is great. Well, Manning and Breeze obviously are 1, 2 in quarterback. Guess who's 3, 4, and 5? Matthew Stafford, Tony Romo, Phillip Rivers. Nobody had them going that high. If you got them, you're probably doing pretty well.
All right, what about running backs?
Behind Peterson, McCoy, and Lynch, 3 studs that everybody took in the first round. You knew were going to be good. No Sean Marino, number 6, wasn't even in the top 50 in preseason. If you went out and got him early, genius move. Chris Johnson, running back for Tennessee, he's always been good, but they haven't been as good. Well, guess what? He's number 9. And then number 12 is Fred Jackson on the Bills, another guy that wasn't probably in the top 30 or 40 in preseason. If you went and got him, guess what? Your team's probably doing pretty well.
Okay, wide receivers. Everybody knows Calvin Johnson, Megatron, is a slam dunk, but there's got to be some other guys that were a little bit surprising.
Yeah, and Megatron with Demaryius Thomas and Brandon Marshall, 1, 2, 3. Those 3 guys are 1, 2, 3, and they were all first round, second round type picks. But guess what? Antonio Brown on the Steelers is having a monster year, number 9. Number 11, Vincent Jackson, Tampa Bay. He was probably a borderline top 20 guy, but did you believe in Tampa Bay and Freeman at the time? And then number 12, T.Y. Hilton. Andrew Luck's a new go-to guy, especially with Reggie Wayne out. If you went out and got him in late rounds or something, guess what? He's number 12 right now for the entire season.
Okay, tight ends. Again, some slam dunk guys. You know, a Jimmy Graham in New Orleans is going to do great, but who maybe wasn't expected?
The guy we gave you way back when, Jordan Cameron, is number 4, but the one that John Helsley, of all people, give him props, picked him up in one of our leagues right off the bat saying he looks good. Julius Thomas, the guy that Peyton's going to, he's number 2 on the list this year. Nobody saw that coming. So if you went out and grabbed him, you're probably pretty good.
Defense? Who's the surprise there?
Well, Kansas City was a free agent. Everybody picked him up. I mean, that's the slam dunk. Cincinnati's been pretty good if you've gotten them.
All right, and lastly, the kickers. It's always lastly the kickers. You feel bad for those guys, but lastly the kickers.
Well, they're not that important, and that's why they're the last round pick. We always advise people because they're all about the same, but who is the guy that ended up getting a few more field goals than you thought? It's a guy that choked, almost lost his job last year. He's even missed a few this year, but he's the number 1 kicker is Mason Crosby on the Packers. He wasn't in most people's top 12, but if you got him as your kicker, you've got the best kicker in the league.
Pats on the back all around. Thanks, Mike. Sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.